You know, sometimes I just think about the future and I just want to cry. Hey guys, it's Cody, and I'm back for another video. Today we're going to be talking about... I forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about? 5 things that I thought were cool 5 years ago. It is 2016, as we all know, that's like a fact that everyone knows. It's 2016, and 5 years ago was 2011. Basic math.
It was 2011.
I was in 8th grade. Boy, that was a time. I was a very interesting character. I was on crutches. I had a surgery on my feet because my feet were all weird. They were like in. So they basically cut off my feet one at a time, and and they repositioned them to make them straight. I was on crutches for 7 months. It sucked. Being in middle school was hard enough. Just putting crutches and broken feet in there and broken dreams.
In the arms of the angel.
Number 5. 5 years ago, I thought, oh my god, I hate saying this. Being like an emo kid was like, oh my god, this is what I want to be. I had like the hair was in my face. I wore like the black t-shirts. Here's a picture of what I look like. I looked like those kids that your parents warned you about when you were younger, like,
Don't hang out with this kid. This kid is bad news. He's long hair and he listens to music that screams in it.
I was completely infatuated with emo culture in 2011. It's still around, but when I was part of it, it was pretty big. I remember I had a page on Facebook. Yeah, I was an admin for a page that we had 25,000 followers. It was a band page that it was just a fan page for this band, but we had 25,000 followers. Number 4. So if you know me personally, you know that I am kind of a fan of EDM music. I went to a concert with Zed last summer. I just love music that just makes me want to dance and just really upbeat. I was obsessed in 2011, obsessed with Skrillex. I thought that Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites was the coolest song ever to come out. I was like, this is revolutionary. I know I listen to this screaming music, but here's this music where robots can scream at me now. It sounds like Transformers are having sex in front of me. I was dating a girl. Well, is anyone really dating in middle school? I don't think middle schoolers are dating. That we were just really good friends. This girl I was dating in middle school, she introduced me to Equinox by Skrillex. At the time, she lived in a different town than me. That's even more of a reason. I don't know what was going on with me. I just needed a really bad life evaluation. Number 3. In 2011, I believe that I had the Samsung Galaxy S2 that came out. This was one of the first phones that I ever had that actually had a front-facing camera. I was obsessed with taking pictures of myself, and back then there wasn't really a word for it. I would post a picture and be like,
oh, just taking a picture with my front-facing camera, haha.
The song Selfie came out by the Chainsmokers, and the world blew up. Selfies were everywhere, but I just remember I took so many. Number 2, I was obsessed with America's Best Dance Crew. Oh my gosh, that was my favorite show. I would come home and my friend and I, we would schedule the night that it was on, and her and I would just go over to each other's houses, or even if we couldn't hang out, we would call each other on the phone and just watch it together, and we'd just be like,
oh my gosh, did you see that? Oh my god, did you see that? Did you see that dance move?
And it just made me want to become a dancer so bad, even though I am the most uncoordinated piece of shit you will ever see in your life. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about it is making me excited. Because I Am Me was my favorite dance crew, and I followed them from day 1. I was like, this is America's Best Dance Crew, and they were from Houston. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are from Texas, I live in Texas, this is so cool. I just remember Chachi. Chachi Gonzalez. Chachi Gonzalez was the reason I lived. I had the biggest crush on her ever. Like, ever. And just like seeing her dance, I was like hypnotized. She's 15 and I'm 13, but we can make this work.
We can make this work, Chachi.
Yeah, that was like the biggest thing. And I remember the dance battle between I Am Me and Iconic Boys. Okay, so the thing I hated was the Iconic Boys. They were the original term fuckboy before it was a actual term. Like, I could never really put my finger on why I didn't like them. Oh, that's right, because they were fuckboys. But looking back at it, I'm like, those are like little kids. But I was their age, and I was like, man, these kids have game, and I'm jealous. They can dance. I'm so jealous of them. To this day, think about Chachi Gonzalez just like sliding like back and forth. She did this like Spider-Man move where like she would stand on the guys and just like run on them as they slid back on their backs. It was weird. I'm bad at explaining it, but it was pretty awesome to watch. The number one thing that I thought was cool in 2011. I don't want to say this. I'm getting nervous just thinking about, like, I'm honestly like nervous about saying it. It's so embarrassing. My number one thing that I was embarrassed of, I am embarrassed of, was fingerless gloves. Oh my god. In 2011, I was going through this weird phase. Here's a picture of me wearing fingerless gloves. Fuck. That was so bad. I thought they were so cool. I thought they made me look so hardcore, and I thought that they were like, they just made me look edgy, and they advanced my whole like emo look, and I was really digging it. I thought that by somehow wearing these fingerless gloves, I was suddenly above everyone else. Like,
I have these things on my hands that you guys don't have these things, and I am automatically superior to you. Bow!
nobody liked me in middle school. I'm telling you now, I didn't even like me in middle school. Just to recap, if I ever ran into 2011 me in the street, I would probably punch that kid in the face. What are you thinking, little Cody? What were you thinking? Shame. So if there's anything that you remember you did in 2011, or any of the fads or trends that you remember, leave it down below. Let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to spread some love in this world. We're falling apart. We only got one planet, so let's not freaking ruin it. Let's get along. All right, but for now, I'm Cody, and this is Dakotaryantv. I'll see you guys later. Bye.